There's
Pete,
a
that's
Pete
really good.
and a goat.
This is really good. Not going to be able to play any action cards. Thank you very much for taking a bit of a break with us as we get into round 5. My name is Will, not Thomas here. What's happening here?
And my name's Thomas.
Yeah.
I'm not Elias.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm not Elias.
Okay. We are excited to bring you our round 5, our last round before the top 8 split in our Lorcana tournament. Now, this tournament, right, is an invitation for those who have been competing over the last couple of months.
3-ish months.
Yeah, 3-ish months, right? And they've been acquiring points, and through these points, they've got invited to this tournament, right? Thomas here forgo his invitational and his invite, I should say, and actually decided to commentate. So we're thankful for him joining us here on the commentary booth. And we have 2 amazing players here with us. Next, we have Christopher Sticker, as he likes to be called, and Josh, or Joshua, right?
Yeah.
As well in our next match. So these players, I believe, have to play in, and that's why we've got
their
them
winning
here.
ins.
And their 2 decks, do you want to tell us a little bit about, let's start with Chris's deck here, why don't we? I'll pull it up here in just a moment, and I need to change one more piece for us here. But as they're going here, wow, their names, I need to change this piece here too. Let's go to deck list. Is this one right here?
Yep.
So this is Chris's deck right now, is it not?
Yep.
Perfect.
All right, so here we have Sticker's deck, or Christopher Sticker's deck. I will be calling him Sticker, probably. So Sticker here is playing a Amethyst Steel aggro list. We've got Chernobog's Followers, Magic Broom, Maleficent, and Captain Hook in the 1-drop slot. They're all pretty generic aggro pieces. We've got Cusco, just to eat some, just to be a body. A little bit of card draw. Madame Mim, standard purple stuff. We've got Doc. Doc is a pretty good new tool. This deck gained in set 5, being able to, when you have an empty hand, quest with Doc. Sorry, when you have an empty hand and you when you play Doc, you discard your hand and draw 2. You generally do this on an empty hand to just refill your hand, play some 1-drops, whatever. Mr. Smee, great steel card. Quest for 2, very aggressive. We've got Madame M. Fox, standard purple stuff. Lawrence, standard steel aggro stuff. 3 Pete's to deal with any song decks. Bruni, I've never seen this card before. It's a 2/2 evasive for 4, quest for 2. When it's banished, you may draw a card. We've got 4 goats and a Yzma.
Oh, and it looks like a pretty similar start from both players, right? Both playing Chernobog, the follower, at the beginning. And we'll see who kind of strikes first. And kind of, my bet, right? They're going to quest. Yeah, exactly. If you go into it, that's fine. Doesn't really matter too much, right? They're both on the same path to victory right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Josh, right, on a bit more of our control build, whereas Chris, if we say in layman's terms, is on our more aggressive plan here. It's actually quite interesting looking at Josh's list here. We have Scar, right? So the 7-drop rush package. We have Brawls in here. We also have Gathering the Knowledge, 4 Be Prepareds. Was this 3 a Pirate's Life as well?
Yeah, a Pirate's Life is an interesting inclusion. It's a 6-cost song, sing together. Each opponent loses 2 lore, you gain 2 lore. I've never seen this in a list before, but Josh is an incredible player. I think he topped it like number 1 on Pixelborn at some point in time.
Wow.
Yeah, this is an interesting inclusion.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've never seen that card within this. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how he tries to control the game, get up to that sing altogether, right? Running 4 Queens of the Castle, right?
And 4 library as well. There's a lot of locations in this build.
Yeah, so we'll see if he's able to get those out, kind of really start putting his characters there, drawing lots of cards, kind of control the board with all of his other elements within it. A lot of rush, too, just to take care of any of the pieces.
This is actually quite an interesting list.
Not as control as I looked at it. Like, I thought this was the original, like, kind of control bounce list, but not as much as I anticipated.
He foregoes having, like, rabbits for Goofies and Prince Erics and such, where that can answer threats, and then instead of just trying to draw you into Be Prepared, this list looks like it's trying to be sort of more proactive then reactive, with Amethyst Chromacrons not being commonly played either, from what I've seen.
Mhm.
Gathering Knowledge and Wisdom, another aggro esque choice.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Chris kind of tries to navigate a lot of these avenues, right? With a lot of these locations too. Is he going to be able to deal with them? Oh, here comes our Goofy,
Mm-hmm.
and recognizing, okay, I'm going to be my characters are going to be challenged a lot here, right, with all this rush, and I wonder if Chris has seen Josh play this deck throughout that evening, which may be able to help him kind of in our first game here understand, okay, how does he need to play it out.
Yeah.
Yzma, a 1-0. I love that. The 6-drop Yzma. I love that card.
So interesting. Either
Probably
being
going to be
able,
inked, let's be honest here.
probably, but the option of late game being able to shuffle back like one of your captain hooks and draw 2 new cards is pretty interesting. Being able to get rid of like a Prince Eric without having it trigger is a
Mhm.
really interesting line or interaction. That 4 Fire the Cannons in Stickers list with 3 Befuddles. Really,
Wow.
just really not liking your opponent's turn 1 play whatsoever.
Yeah, no, not wanting to deal with that at all. Looks like playing another snake, right?
Yeah, another snake, bounce a thing. Smee, snake, snake.
We've seen a lot of this Meta Mim, right? Ever since she's been printed, the snake. Very strong card, 3/3, right? When it comes into play, you must return one of your own creatures to your hand, or you must banish this creature. So, comes in right with pretty good stats for a 2 ink costing character, but there is a bit of a quote unquote downside to it. And I say quote unquote downside because I don't really consider it a downside.
Yeah, it's not much of a downside, especially if you're playing like goats or crabs where you can pump something or gain some lore. Oftentimes it's played with rabbit as well, where you can draw an additional card. It's never really a downside.
Ooh.
Even just resetting the damage. Here we see a Gathering Knowledge and Wisdom from Josh, putting him to
Sisu
6.
too, right?
Also a Sisu.
So it gets +1, so power for each card in the opponent's hand. So Chris has a lot of cards right now. 6?
Yeah,
7?
it looks like 6. I do see a Smash in Chris's hand, which Sisu is just out of range of. Though that super goof looking mighty juicy with that 2 damage already on it.
Yeah, probably
3 damage on it.
yeah, Goofy might be... Oh, okay, just going to get rid of it. Put 2 on the snake here. Could just be bouncing snakes back and forth here.
Yeah, that sounds like a line, being able to reset the snakes.
Not terrible, but it probably has better plays to do other than that.
Yeah.
Doesn't really get him too far ahead. Like, we understand that this Sisu is going to be massive coming in potentially.
There's a Captain Hook, meaning this me won't take damage in end step, or in end of turn.
Haven't seen that yet this throughout the day, I have to say.
You're right, I was talking to Sticker at some point a couple weeks ago, and he's like, so I had 2 extra slots, so I threw in 2 hooks, and I'm like, why? And he's like, so Smee won't take damage, and I'm like, that's actually really smart. Good job, Chris.
It works pretty well, it seems like. It's
It
seeing
does.
the power of it. And plays a Lawrence here as well, just to end off his turn.
Lawrence is another crazy card, being a 4/4 for 4 that quest for 2, or for 3 that quest for 2. Though if it has damage, it becomes a 0/4. But if you're putting damage on Lawrence, you're 1 taking 4 in retaliation and 2 wasting a character.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he, maybe next turn, right, he is going to decide to swing in with this Lawrence, right, into the Sisu, just to kind of take it out right away.
Yeah.
Or, quest and say, okay, you come at me, right, and I'm going to keep gaining this 2 lore until, well, you attack or play an action card first.
Yeah, and we might see Sticker with a Chris Sticker with a
Another Goofy.
there's another Goofy. We might see Sticker bust out a Madame Mim Fox 2 to help deal with the Sisu. Sisu challenging Smee, Goofy challenging Fox to take away most of the pressure.
And Goofy gaining some lore because of that as well.
Yeah. Goofy acting like a pseudo Robin Hood.
Yeah, so Goofy reads, whenever this character challenges another character, gain 2 lore. So nice little active way to gain lore, also through challenging with it. Only 2 power, right? But a 2/4 itself. So still good body on the board. 4 cards in hand, I think, for Chris here.
I believe so. I think if Sticker's still holding the smash, he can
Fire it
off, get rid of one of the threats, and then Hook can take care of another because Smee's gone. There's not much use for it anymore.
Yeah, maybe Hook into Goofy here. Yes, maybe you're going to have it trade itself. Smash the Sisu, right?
Yeah, smash the Goofy.
Either way, I think both.
Hook into Sisu.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got to put the damage on it. Yeah, it goes. I was about to say, they're both going to go no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what play pattern, unless you empty your hand somehow.
Inking a Befuddle. Running out of Fox. Returning
Bounce.
the Maleficent.
I guess I kind of like that just to protect it, right? He understands that Josh has a lot of rush characters, right? He's running 2 Mauis, 3 Scars, right? And Scar is something he definitely has to think about. If it comes down,
there's the Scar.
Perfect play.
Gonna clear the Lawrence,
but not
4 damage on him.
And would have been able to clear out that Maleficent too, right? If it was still around.
Yeah, but Scar, he would have traded Scar for the Lawrence and the, which is a 2-for-1.
Yeah, still good 2-for-1. So it'll be interesting to see how
Goat in Sticker's hand plays the Goat.
Yeah, I wonder if he just quests here. Yep.
Sorry.
You're good. I'm like everywhere right now. Then he plays the Maleficent.
Yeah, replays the Maleficent. He just quested.
Into Be Prepared. But I guess
it's a 4-of.
A 4-of, so
maybe Sticker is of the mindset that he's not on a very traditional red-purple list, so he might have foregone the the Be Prepareds, which, if so, is a dangerous mindset to have because there are 4 of them in the deck.
Yeah, and even as a Pirate's Life, I'm pretty sure when Josh flashed his hand there.
Yeah, I think so.
Not the most prevalent card right now, but still something
singable with Scar.
Yeah, I think that's what.
I peeked a Brawl.
Okay, plays it, draws again. Is helping Chris out with the draws, but it seems like Josh is really looking for something in particular. I'm wondering if he's looking for this Be Prepared for in a future turn.
I actually want to point out that the Chromacron is really smart with the Sisu because you get to chronically refill your opponent's hand, so Sisu's always massive.
Yeah, and that's one thing I've noticed too. Chris has always had a mitt full of cards here. Plays a Brawl.
Gets rid of the Maleficent. Sticker just left with the Goat. Plays a Gathering Wisdom and Knowledge. Goes to 10.
And goes from there. I think, pretty good turn overall, right? Trades out the Scar, understands, it's on, it's had 4 damage on it. Not going to be around much longer here.
There's
that's
Pete
really good.
And a Goat.
This is really good. Not going to be able to play any action cards. Yeah, don't quest with that. You just played that.
Yeah.
Nice job. This is
an interesting game.
Effectively 16. Effectively 16 right now.
Yeah.
Goats, what a card.
Something I just want to make this observation. Josh's deck is playing a lot like a weird Is It control deck. In like Magic the Gathering terms.
Yes.
Super Goof coming down with the Crab to clear the Goat.
Gets
Chris going
lore.
to 15. Gets 2 lore. But yeah, this is playing like a really weird Is It control deck, and I'm kind of here for it.
Attacking a lot, right? Getting in there, straight challenging a lot with his characters onto his opponent here. So a good game back and forth. It's pretty close right now. 15-12. Questing with both.
Going to 17.
Effectively. And with this Pirate, though, right, too. Pirate's Life.
Yeah.
He can take away some of Chris's lore, which will help relative to the Goat. We'll see how he goes about this here. Okay. Thinking, it almost looks like he has a P. I'm not sure. A Hook. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you for everyone who's tuning in right now. The 31 viewers, wherever you may be from. Let us know how you're enjoying Lorcana. Maybe where you're from. if you're enjoying the stream, we appreciate everybody watching right now and playing our fun little
Lorcana tournament.
yeah, in our Lorcana tournament. So playing Doc there, I don't think he discarded his hand though, right? He played Doc.
It's a May, so
I guess he likes the last card.
I guess so.
Draw. Chris draws. Just knows. Okay.
Okay.
Chris taking it. I wonder what card he kept in his hand there.
I think I saw a fox as one of the cards.
So maybe it was that, especially if you have the opportunity to still bounce the goat as
Or the
well,
Pete,
right? Or the Pete.
Or the dock itself, so you can replay the dock ability to discard your... Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Got there.
We got there. It's 5 hours in 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So, been here for a bit, a hot
Brain
minute.
is shutting down. Third bottle of water.
Yeah, see, you didn't believe me fully about how much water one would drink.
Well, you pointed at your Yeti water bottle and said 6 of those, and I'm like,
I had
no.
one of these, like 6 of these before. And I think it was when we did the Legacy 3K. I had a bunch, but
The Legacy 3K seemed longer and more talking.
yeah, we had oh goodness, like 80 something people, and I think we started at like 11. It was a long day. We had Ben in the background, one of the guys that runs a YouTube channel. I'll be helping commentate that later this week, hopefully. So we'll see. But yeah, no, a great game one, I'd have to say, right, by Chris being able to get through the win and kind of take it with his goat and kind of getting there low. It didn't feel like an overwhelming win, personally. I don't know
No,
about
it
you,
didn't.
Thomas, right?
really
It felt
didn't.
like Josh was kind of always battling with his characters, banishing a lot, but just never got his footing, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt like that to me. It felt like he was doing all the right things. I don't know. It just seemed like it didn't pan out as much as like he wanted it to. So, yeah, we're looking forward to the second game here. The players are just shuffling up. We're just watching it kind of on the second part. And then we're into top 8 after this, everybody. So make sure you stick around. We'll probably have a little bit of a break. There'll probably be a bit of a debrief with all those who are making top 8.
Yeah. We might get an interview with Sticker
Yeah,
or Josh.
my guess, honestly, is that we may get one. We might go right into top 8. I don't know if there'll be... Are we playing for a winner or are we playing for splits?
After this round, 15 minutes.
15 minutes after this round? Okay. Then we'll stop top 8. Thank you. Thank you very much.
They might do splits. I don't think we're playing for a winner.
You don't think so? Yeah, I don't think there's a trophy per se, so we'll kind of see how it goes here. It looks like we're about to start. We'll hop back into their game. Game 2, round 5, playing for getting into top 8. We have Chris Sticker versus Josh on our Amethyst Ruby. Amethyst Seal. Okay, are they both going to have the exact same play, both Chernobog? Oh, no. But still, I think a really good play.
Yeah.
Josh will trade with this probably after the fact. Still probably quest here, right? Does he draw a card, or does he go into this Maleficent next turn? What do you do here? What do you do, chat? Do you draw a card with Chernobog?
It
Or do
really
you try to
depends
trade
whether-
into it?
Yeah, I'd draw a card given that I
You
just
played a
the
broom. Yep.
Because the broom...
Ooh, he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't. But yeah, the broom can still trade with the Maleficent.
Maybe
And then
his
you
hand's
can-
so good.
Maybe.
Yeah, questing in it. That's what this card is here for. And will be banished probably shortly. No bodyguards that Chris is playing here, right? Okay, but a good enough bodyguard. A snake, just bounce it.
Yeah, sometimes the best bodyguard in the game is just the one that gets it out of the way of harm.
Yeah, literally. And now, Chernobog's still going to be able to quest, still can get that card, right, if need be. Going to be able to decide what he does and he's going to banish it in response after, not in response, but after he quests, he's going to banish it and draw a card. Nice versatility of it, right? Able to get him 2 more, but also a card for itself. A lot of, it's a high pressure situation right now as both players are trying to get into the top 8 here. So they're going to be playing the best that they can, but they have been playing for 5 hours.
Yes,
I have to remind people, us here, right? I've been just sitting here and talking.
Yeah. So
I haven't been playing, right? So, and us here in chat, we can notice a lot of things, maybe optimal play patterns, but it's tough when you've been playing for 5 hours at a level that you're not wanting to make some mistakes. Sisu, that's pretty good.
Here's Sisu. Pop in the broom to draw a card.
I think that's a good little play. Be able to get through it. Going to quest with that. We'll see how he go through this. We have how many cards in hand? 5, I think, for Chris. So this is still pretty big right now.
Here's Smee and that Maleficent coming back down. Able to quest for 5. Pressure's sort of on for Josh right now. But plenty of cards in hand. I'm sure there's some sort of answer.
Yeah. Be able to kill or banish. Almost dropped the wrong word there. Banish the snake. But put 3 damage on the Sisu himself.
There's Josh inking a Cusco to play Goat. Go into 4. Goat's a great body to just have around. 4/3 gets
So
you a
good.
4 when it gets banished.
Yeah.
So good.
And the longer it stays around, just the better value it's giving you. Okay.
Cannons on Sisu.
That's a nice little thing. Cannons isn't going to do a whole lot relative to the rest of the deck unless there's already damage on certain characters.
Yeah, getting it off on that Sisu is pretty good there.
Yeah, good value, right? It's kind of like, oh, this is great versus Diablo, but okay, here we go. Putting the Maleficent back into hand with the Fox. Damage on Smee. You quest here or kill the Smee? I think you quest. You know you're going to die with the Fox here, right? Or be banished by the Fox. We'll see kind of what the play pattern is that Josh decides to go with. He's got a lot more options in his hand. He really wants to get up to that higher ink count.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a Maui coming down to get rid of the Smee, and then he's going to quest with the Goat.
Yeah.
I think Fox is going to get rid of the Maui because it's the bigger threat to
the
his
board
game
here.
plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Goat sticking around, inks a hook, plays his own Goat,
Okay. We're not goating around here, everybody.
and then there's the
Maleficent.
Maleficent back down.
1 card in hand for Chris.
Sticker just always winning this race right now.
Yeah, and by a bit of a margin. Yes, Josh has 4 cards in hand. I think he has a Brawl. I want to say he's got a Brawl in hand. He also has a. Yeah. Okay. Gonna take the Maleficent. And what location is this? Is this the library?
Yep, that's Bell's Library.
Okay. So for those who are listening to our voices, what does it say here, Thomas?
Whenever a character is banished, while here you may draw a card.
Yeah. Draws a card. So if anything is banished from it.
Yep. Josh is at 6 lore. Sticker at 8. Doc just came down on Sticker's side. Refill in his hand. I see he discarded he played to fire the cannons on the Goat. Sending Goat into the library. Inks a Pete, plays a Pete.
No actions. Okay, make sure you gain your lore. Okay,
There
good.
we go.
Not a may. You must do this. We will revert back if need be.
Yeah.
So, something that after so much playing, you got to make sure you remember.
Yep.
I've never been called out by putting a dice on top of my deck.
I haven't either. But
Yeah, I didn't. I would always, especially
gains a lore from Goat being banished and draws a card from library.
nice.
Okay, so we see a Maui and a Goat in Josh's hand.
Presumably, this location's gonna maybe bite the dust next turn. Okay, that's pretty
There's
good.
a Goat.
Does he have
Goes
to put it
9.
there? Yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna
moves it
put it
there.
there. Hypothetically, the location could go away here.
Doc's 1.
Yeah, he's got 4 there.
Two damage on the library, 4 there, so
Library
on
would-
board library lives.
Well, there's 4 on it, and he has 4 extra damage, right? Because
Oh, that looks like
yeah,
a
this,
2. My
yeah,
bad.
no, all good, all good. And then plays the Smee here too. So, and we'll take a damage at the end.
Smee's not exerted, so
Oh, it's not. That's right. Only when exerted.
yeah, Smee at the end of your turn, if this character is exerted and you don't have a captain in play, deal 1 damage to this character.
What a great art. Just love it.
Such a great
That's
card.
one thing that's amazing about this game too is just like the art, the ability to pull from so many different IPs, right? That Disney has available to them too, right? Or Ravensburg has access to through Disney.
Yeah, and we see Pirate's Life getting inked. Really not gonna make a showing this match, I don't think.
No.
Queen's Castle though.
Gonna be able to do a lot.
Yep.
Queen's Castle, a ultimate card. And, on your turn, right? At the start of your turn, for each character you have here, you may draw a card. So just value, drawing cards, and also 7 willpower. There's a lot to ask for.
So big.
So what do we have? 6? We do
7.
have. I think there is 7 to get rid of it, right?
Yeah, Sticker having the ability to get rid of the castle right now plays a goat.
And then probably throws everything at it. Because the ability to get 2 lore as well just seems like too much. Especially incremental over time with a... Okay,
Gets rid of the go.
He's going down a different line here than I would expect. I'm wondering his thought process here. What do you think, Thomas? My only thing is... Doesn't want him to...
Did he
I don't know.
quest with me? What did he do
did.
with me?
I think he quested. He must have quested. Okay, so you gain 2.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Someone's doing Duolingo around me. I can hear it.
Me too.
I love it. Duolingo went up a lot in the stock market. It was great.
So I think getting rid of the castle here was kind of important.
It feels like it gets Josh back in the game.
Yeah, Josh now just drawing 2 cards for no reason.
I guess he can get rid of it next turn. Chris can. And he doesn't want him to get any more. But, okay, well, Goofy's going to take this out. He's going to gain 2 lore from the challenge as well. And now the castle can't be taken care of now. Does Chris have anything in his deck that would... Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness
Chris
me.
has no out to this library or Queen's Castle right now.
Yeah, well, does he have a fox in hand?
I guess it would have to be fox, goat, in, and then you can either...
Okay, take out the Goofy. Let us know, like, what... I wonder what his thought process is. If anyone in chat wants to, chime in too. Why do you think maybe he did that way? I understand maybe he's going to go for the challenge here on it. Takes it out there. Okay. Yeah, empty out the hand. The Sisu is just a 1/4 now.
Mm-hmm. And he's not drawn 2.
He's on 17, 18, 19. He has to take care of both, though, this turn now.
Mm-hmm.
So effectively, he could be at 15 if the other play pattern happened of him taking out the castle. This is a very tight game. Both of them, I think, Josh has maybe 2 cards in hand. Chris is hellbent right now, or as we say, no cards in hand. Tension is tight. These guys are playing for the win. I respect the play that Chris made. Let's see if it turns out. Yeah. Josh just asking how many cards he got in hand, and he's like, none. Must reveal appropriate information. Round 5. Okay, Scar. I think you just bash.
I think Scar trades with
Dog?
the goat and the dog.
You just take out both, and then you just win.
And then, you win on the back of your castle.
Sisu, or you go to 19. You go to 19, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, because you can quest with Sisu right now, right? As well.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you win on castle. Potentially. Because you can't get rid of both. At least with what we see. Wow, locations. What a changing game. Eh?
Yeah.
We'll see what kind of locations they print or if they're going to be releasing anything special. Okay, there it is.
It scoops it up.
Josh takes it game 2. Well played.
On the back of the castle.
On the back of the castle. Looking at the piece that we were just talking about, I wonder if that could have been a consideration for Chris of, going for the castle instead of the character there.
Questing with the Smee.
Yeah, it was questing with the Smee, right? So he
Yeah.
would have had to commit both of his characters to challenging the castle, and then get rid of that. Yes, I don't know. I don't. He's been piloting this deck. He's what 3-1 right now,
I think so.
potentially.
I think they're both 3-1.
He knows something, and maybe saw a line that I didn't see, and that's okay. That's why he's there, and I'm here right now for the piece. So, round 5. We're almost there. We're almost at top 8.
Yeah, we are.
6 o'clock.
Some interesting decks seen today. This purple seal one, the princess one.
Yeah, the princess one we've seen.
I think the princess one's still in the running.
It is?
I think so.
It just got absolutely obliterated the game. Not obliterated, I should say, on stream, but somewhat obliterated here with us today. Okay, it looks like they're just resolving some mulligans, and then we'll go from there. I wonder, out of the 3 Diablo decks, I wonder how many are going to be in the top.
Probably all 3.
I don't know. Chris, the Stormer Chris, sounded like he wasn't going to be.
Oh, actually?
And then talking with our other player that came on here earlier, right? Ricky, that was on?
Jackie.
Jackie, sorry. That was on here as well. It sounded like he didn't do so well in his next round as well. So we'll kind of see what happens here. We'll change back over to our game. Game 5. This is our last game of round 5 before top 8 here at Enter the Battlefield. Our Lorcana Top 32 Invitational.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out our socials, everyone.
So turn 1, we see Sticker play a Chernobog's followers and pass. Josh follows it up by inking with library and passing as well. Sticker here questing with Chernobog's followers, choosing not to draw the card, plays a Smee. Off to a pretty quick start. How's Josh going to combat this?
Yeah, and nothing really pressuring the Chernobog right now. I don't think Josh has anything.
Cusco to trade with the Chernobogs.
Yeah. May turn in this Chernobog now, right?
Yeah.
Of quest, turn it in, draw a card, right? Go even.
Sticker going to 4.
Whoa, I was about to say, hang on here. Speed Racer.
It looks like choosing not to draw.
Yep, okay,
Fire the cannons on Cusco, giving him a draw. Still not getting rid of the Chernobog's followers.
Snake, what do you return here?
Either the Smee. Yeah, I think the Smee.
Yep.
To save it that 1 damage.
Yeah, saving the 1 damage.
Yeah, though you're losing
lore potential, right?
lore
and questing.
but
And I wonder too, does he have 3 rush? Any characters that
No.
can get out 3? So I wonder if you do the other way around, right? You can still.
there's a Sisu.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Sticker drawing a library.
Yeah, the Chernobog of being able to turn it in.
Oh, okay. Play the library, move the Chernobog's quest, pop, draw 2. That's
Wow.
a line.
That's good. Do you think he did
That's
it?
pretty good.
Let's see him do it. I bet he does. Yep, there
Yep.
we go. Boom, draw. Chernobog, draw for the character in the area. Yes, the Sisu is going to be massive,
Yeah.
but understanding that, it could be answered on the back end of this
Yes, it can.
is good. If he has any fire cannons,
There's a crab being able to take out the
wow,
library.
okay, that is good. Plays his own Chernobog. Wow, crab. Merlin the crab.
Merlin the crab.
When he enters, he gives another character +3 challenger.
Yes, it does.
So makes that Sisu a million, and take
Oh, no, I'm okay.
out that location. The library. Okay.
And there's the Smee coming back down.
Smee coming back down. Is this another library that we have here?
Yep.
Another library. Playing a 4 of, so
Sticker with 2 cards in hand. Sisu's a 3-4 right now.
3-4. Probably swings into this again, the library war quest. Oh, maybe he'll.
I think Snake's gonna just sit back for now.
Yeah, Snake risks their life by going here, and there's no ink for Chris to move him into the location. So I'd be wary about this. Yeah, you go to 7, they're at 0 right now for lore. It doesn't seem like.
Computer just shifting gears here slightly, but The risk with snake questing would be crab trades with it and then gives challenger 3 to the Sisu, and then you lose your library still.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So you wouldn't even be saving your library by questing with it.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Versus if you can move it in, you can still get a draw off the library if they take that line.
Yeah, and there's a Maui in hand for Josh here. So if he really wants to, he can deal with this library. The value of it right here, Thomas, do you think it's worth it?
That's a great question. I think dealing with it as soon as possible will be beneficial because it will just sit there and gain you 1 war a turn, and then you'll move your not Sisu, you'll move your Smee in to get a card when that Smee inevitably bites the dust.
Yep.
Maui coming down to get rid of the library in tandem with the crab questing with the Sisu. Josh goes up to 3 lore.
Yeah, we'll see how Chris kind of responds to this. The board that Josh is getting is pretty formidable.
Yeah.
And getting there's the one of
inked. Doc not choosing to discard your hand
now
on the
he
first
chooses
dock.
to discard.
Second dock. There's an ad coming up,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, and make sure if you're looking for any type of singles, right? Any of a TCG, Magic, Lorcana, if you're looking for cards, check us out online, right? Enterthebattlefield.ca. For any of your needs that you may have. We'll ship them to you. You can come visit us in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada, or in Oakville as well.
and there's a magic broom coming down after the dock.
A magic broom.
Yeah.
Music broom.
Magic broom.
Here we go.
Chris over here sealing the fritter I was eyeing up.
Oh. It's okay,
Oh,
though. Loving the
Eat away my sorrow.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I guess it's fine. He went 0-3 drop.
Oh, Joey saw. Well, he did lose on stream. That is true. Owner did lose on stream. That's okay. He's been playing well though.
Paying me with exposure.
That's it. That's it. So we'll see how Chris goes forward with this piece here.
Computer has to shift gears again.
Yeah, really thinking about this next spot. I don't think he has any cards in hand, right now? And he's played both Broom. Okay, takes out the Merlin.
Quest with the Smee is gonna let the Maui run into the Smee. No cards in hand, so Sisu's not live.
Yeah, just a 1/4 right now. Probably will quest, is my guess.
Yeah, definitely gonna quest with that.
There's nothing that's really scary on the other side that could really challenge with. We understand that the Maui could run into the Smee, which it
Yeah,
will.
Maui runs into Smee because it has to. It's gonna get challenged by double dock for sure.
Wait, where'd that card come from?
Oh, it was off camera, I guess.
Okay.
Brawl on probably the broom. Nope, that's
Ooh.
an Inkwell broom.
Okay.
Another ad break coming up.
No, ad break ends. We've been on an ad break.
Oh,
Okay. Well, to those who aren't on an ad break, good luck. 5, 4, 6 ink here for Chris. And a formidable board.
Yeah.
Looks like it too. The Queen's Castle is really. We saw the power of it last game, right? In game 2, and Chris not being able to deal with this castle and really just running away with the game, being able to draw Josh a card on top of the 4 lore that eventually almost pushed him to the win.
yeah.
Chris thinking about this, I think Josh has got 3 cards in hand. It'll be interesting to see how Chris wants to play this. No idea what either player has in hand. And we'll move forward with maybe just some. Okay, taking out Maui, respecting
Maui.
that.
Playing a Cusco. Quest with dock.
Okay,
Plays Befuddle on the dock to replay the dock. to
Oh,
draw
I
two
like
cards.
this play.
Pretty fun,
Yeah,
but
understanding. Yeah, he's gonna get an extra card because it's in there.
yeah,
Gonna gain 4 lore for sure, right? 2 from the castle.
2 from the Sisu.
Yeah,
Not looking good for Sticker.
no. And I think either is that a scar in hand or
It might be a
be
scar.
prepared.
One of the two.
No
If it's
matter
be
what.
prepared, I think you just windmill slam it after questing with a Sisu because you're just gonna stick the library basically the rest of this game.
Yeah, I don't think. But I find right now, if you just slam it, right, like it's up to Chris to make the move.
There's a second library.
Yeah, and you just start sticking characters in here, drawing tons of cards, getting that card advantage. Wait until Chris has to start go wide, right, and then that's when you kind of start slamming it because he's gonna, next turn. Okay, what? Chris has to throw both these and still doesn't get it.
Yeah. Magic Broom coming down, moving into the library. Josh just having such an oppressive stranglehold on this game with double library.
Yeah.
Not library, castle.
And just showing the power of it too, being able to draw cards, having such high willpower.
Sticker questing for 2, trying to race the Sisu in tandem with double castle and a broom. Here's a goat going to 12, and there's a Lawrence.
Yeah, this is where now you've made him commit to the board. You're going to draw a bunch of cards, right? Gain a ton of lore. Now this is where you're going to probably slam that. If he does have it, right? You're going to draw 3 cards. If he has that, be prepared. Just drop it. He's definitely going to scar. Yeah, he has to be
He
prepared
has
as
to be
well.
prepared.
So quest, draw off broom. Drop that. If you can play any other characters. Why did he gain a lore?
Don't know.
Don't know. So maybe he's like preemptively saying, "Take this." The goat's gonna die. Josh asking how many cards do you have in hand. Chris showing him he has magical fingers, has cards in hand. Whole lot of nothing. Josh weighing his options. Yeah, that goofy. Scar,
There's a
okay.
Scar coming down to clear the dock in the Cusco.
Looks like gonna go about it in a different way.
Quest for 3, going to 14.
Does he clear the Cusco here too?
Yeah, clearing the Cusco.
Yeah.
Putting a card in Sticker's hand. Passing it over.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Game
Yeah.
is in the bag right now. And this isn't what abilities are in the bag. The game is in the bag.
Yeah, Sticker here has to deal with the Sisu and one of the libraries to stay alive. He's really hoping he has a fox in hand. Because you can go Goat and Lawrence into the library that the broom's in. And then Fox bounce the Goat, gain a lore, get into the Sisu. So you're drawing 1 card next. So Josh draws 1 card in the turn.
Yeah.
Sticker trying to swing into Scar, but it doesn't work because
He's ready.
he's ready.
Yeah, and Scar actually, like, both Scar and the Queen's Castles all have to go, or else that's 6 lore right there.
Yeah.
So, there's so much for Chris to deal with here. I don't think he has the answers.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, there's just too much to ask for right now. You either have to take out a Queen's Castle that's, 8 willpower, 7 willpower?
7.
7 willpower. You have to take out the Scar, you have to take out the Sisu, right?
You have to take out a castle and a Sisu, or a castle and a Scar, or both
Yeah, and
castles.
there's the handshake.
And there's the handshake.
Well played. Josh taking it. Chris Sticker, unfortunate in how it turned out. I think a big piece within what happened there was really game 2. And I really wonder about that castle.
Yeah, not
challenge.
taking out that castle.
Yeah,
when he had the opportunity really just gave Josh the ability to come back.
yeah, it let him draw cards, it let him gain that lore, and both those 2 pieces seemed like it ended up why Josh was able to take
Yeah.
it, right? Amazing play from both of them. Kudos to Chris for making it this far. Unfortunately, I don't think he'll be making the top 8 due to his record.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And if we pull it up here, thank you to our lovely chatter. Good game, 79094 that sent us this. Accept all the cookies, because why not? What's the worst that happens?
These are the round.
Yeah, Chris
4
Sticker
results.
was 3-1-0.
And Josh was 2-1-1.
2-1.
Shadex.
Okay. So 3-1-1 would probably get in there.
I think you're in at 3-1-1.
Yeah, you probably are in at 3-1-1. These 3 O's will probably tie. And it's pretty good. Nice to see our deck being played. Yeah, it's great to see everything. And what deck are you referring to? One of the decks that was just played right now, or another deck in particular? Are you referring to?
Oh, is it the Doc Aggro deck?
The Doc Aggro deck, maybe, per se? Possibly? We'll see for this. So, really good by all of our players. As we mentioned, right, there will be probably about a 15-minute intermission between this round and top 8 that will be happening.
Do you want to talk to Josh?
Maybe, yeah. We'll see. I want to give him time to just kind of chill, too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because we still have some time ahead of us.
Yep.
So, yeah, we will probably go to a little bit of an intermission, right? We'll come back in. So, I just heard from our head judge, Alex the judge, that it'll be 15 minutes. So, we'll probably come back in 10 minutes. We'll put on a timer there, Bill.
Ruby Amethyst build.
Nice. Okay.
So what Josh was playing.
Yeah, what Josh was playing. Yeah, seemed like a fun build, honestly. So, maybe one day she'll be on stream. Yeah, why not? By all means, right? Playing this guy will be able to get there, right? And maybe play against Sticker himself, right? We'll see who wins the family battle. That's what will happen here. So we invented the archetype. Wow, that's pretty sweet. It seemed to hold its own. It's making top 8, presumably within what the standings are. So it's great to see that. Unfortunate about Sticker not making it there, but it's always good to see diversity within what our top 8 is. Looking at what we have here, I'm trying to just briefly looking. So we have Steel Song probably here.
Yeah,
we
probably
have these guys are definitely in.
We've got a green yellow definitely in.
Yeah, a little bit. I think they're seeing, and that's what's great. There's not just like 2 decks. Oh.
I'm gonna go.
They're doing a deck checking round 8. Okay, go. Deck check round 8. So you get penalized in round 8. That'd be kind of wild, I have to say. So yeah, no, it's a great day for everybody so far. 5 hours and 30 minutes. Make sure to follow all the socials, right? That we have here. We have Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. TikTok and YouTube, all of the videos here, right, will become VODs. We'll be posting them on YouTube, and that's kind of where we see it. So make sure you're interactive, like, subscribe to the YouTube, follow all the pieces. If you're able to drop a follow here, it really helps us all out. If you're not about that, that's okay. You do you. If you're wanting to buy singles or any type of TCG products, make sure to check out enterthebattlefield.ca, as you'll be able to purchase anything. And if you're in the area or somewhat close by, right, relative driving distance, or public transit, come on out, right? We have weekly events, right? Check the event calendar that we have here, and it'll be a great time. There's lots of Lorcana always happening in other games too, from Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemans, lots of different things. Warhammer. I see D&D still happening. That's been happening for the last 5.5 hours, honestly. It seems like it may be a different crew. But that Dungeon Master has been going hard. Kudos to them. They're like in it. They got like structures. They're like waving around and all that. Thomas is like putting in our pieces here. But as we do that, we're gonna transition just for a bit of a break. Give us a bit of a moment too, and then we will go from there. So please stick around, everybody. We will be right back for top 8 coming up in a moment.